Good afternoon, my diamond art peeps. This is Diamond Painting with Jack, and I am Jack. If you are new to my channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. And if you are returning, as always, thank you for your continuing support. I hope everyone is doing well. I know the shirt may look familiar. I'm trying to get some videos done. I am so behind. So I am trying to get kind of caught up. So this is my June podcast. It's like a whip and chat. It's basically a whip and chat, but I'm not working on anything. I'm just going to talk to you about what's going on in my life, and also I'm also behind on the tag questions, so I am going to be answering, and I'm not even the first ones. I don't remember which ones these are, but I am going to be doing some questions that Miss Ilene from Diamonds Crafts by Ilene found at she found these questions at cards or something at the Dollar Tree. So she has been tagging people, and so I have been, again, raggedy and haven't done them, and so I'm at least going to do a set, and I will try to get all of them done. I think there's 3 sets of questions out there. Okay, so, but first I have a few more, I think. Okay, so I have a few more useless information for you. The Boston University Bridge is the only spot in America where a boat can sail under a train driving under a car driving under an airplane. Okay, that's a lot of driving. All right. The Mall of America, located in Minnesota, is about the size of 78 football fields. That is like one of on my bucket list of places that I would like to see. Because anytime you say shopping, I am there. If you walk and talk with someone, eventually you will synchronize your steps with each other. Oh. Researchers found that imagining doing exercise actually increases muscle strength. I don't know if I believe that. Okay, I don't think I believe that, but if you say so. Did you know that O can be pronounced 10 different ways? Off. It's not O, it's this. Awk, cough, off. There's cough, which rhymes with off. Enough, which rhymes with stuff. Do, which rhymes with no. Through, which rhymes with do. Thought, which sounds like ah. Plow, an alternative spelling of plow. Hiccups, an alternative spelling of hiccups. Hoff, an alternative spelling of hawk. Lounge, an alternative spelling of lock. And thorough, which has a different pronunciation in UK than it does in American English. Well, there you go. That's a lot of useless information. Istanbul, Turkey is the only city in the world on 2 continents. I did not know that. Monaco has the highest per capita ownership of Rolls-Royce cars in the world. Okay. And everyone has a unique smell. Identical twins smell so alike that most time only trained dogs can tell the difference. Well, isn't that precious? All right. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. So let's get on with the podcast. So get your whip out, get your snack, get whatever it is that you are doing, and sit back and relax while I ramble. I hope not long, because you know, you guys, my videos are really long. And also, I'm going to show you what I'm working on for June. And let's get started. So I'll give you my life updates. So last weekend I went to Texas and I got to meet Miss Sylvia, Scrapping Sylvia, and we went to a craft retreat. It was so neat. I guess a couple turned this barn into a event center, and so they had upstairs, and it had I think it was like 3 bedrooms upstairs and then a bedroom downstairs, and I think it's 3 twin-sized beds in each room, and each room had a different theme, and mostly everything was like the room that we stayed in had a lot of cars, themes to it, and like her father-in-law took a filter, like I guess it's like a oil filter or something, and turned it into a lamp. It was amazing. So everything had like a rustic vibe to it. There was 4 or 5 of us that stayed. We got there Thursday afternoon and stayed till Sunday morning. And a couple other ladies did. One left. I think 2 left, like Saturday. And then Sylvia and I and 2 other ladies stayed the entire time. It was just amazing. It was so peaceful because they're kind of like out in the country, and so I was able to diamond paint for 4 days. It was wonderful. We did leave like that Friday and went out to lunch. We went to eat at this really great Mexican place, but for the most part we stayed right there. You know, we take breaks and chat and everything. You didn't have to. I mean, Saturday I was in my pajamas until probably about 2 o'clock. It was wonderful. I loved it. And the fact that I got to meet Sylvia was just amazing. She is just as sweet in real life as she is on video, and it's so nice to put a face to a voice, and she is just hilarious. Her husband and her picked me up from the train, because I took the train from Norman to Dallas, and they were just so nice and so accommodating, and I just loved it, absolutely loved it. And I cannot wait to do the retreat with Yvonne and Chef Laura and in July of 2025. So if you guys are not familiar with that, please go to Diamond Painting with Friends, because she has information up there, and you can reach out to her and she can give you all the information that you need. Okay? So that's what I did last weekend. The grandkids are doing great. They are out of school. I think the 23rd of May was their last day, somewhere that last week. So they're out. My grandson is doing basketball camp, and so basketball games will be starting. And then I'm not sure what the girls are doing. Probably just enjoying the summer because they're so busy. I know Ella, my oldest, is doing dance. So she goes to dance practice on Monday nights, I think it is. But everyone is just doing great. And Mr. Amir, he is 4 months old, you guys. 4 months. And he is developing more and more of a personality. He stayed all night with me a couple of Saturdays ago so Mom and Dad could go out on a date. He did really good till 3 o'clock in the morning, Sunday morning. He woke up and he was not hungry. He just wanted to be up. And I say, Amir, you have got to go to sleep. And he would just smile at me like, oh, you're so precious. Nope, I'm not. To 5 o'clock, you guys, he was up and just talking and just being a happy baby. Finally, he slept, I think, like really about 5:30, he went to sleep. His mom and dad picked him up about 9 o'clock. And then they went to breakfast, and then at 9:30, she sent me a picture of him in his crib, knocked out. I thought, oh my God, I wanted to drive over there and wake him up. I just left him today, and he was fighting sleep. His mom was trying to put him down for a nap at 11 o'clock. And when I got there at like 11:45, he was still up. And you could tell he was tired because he was fussy. And he just wanted you to pick him up. He finally fell asleep for, I'm not kidding, probably like 10 minutes. And then I said, give me this baby. So I put him in the stroller and we went for a walk. Because usually if you do that, then he is asleep by the time you hit the end of their drive. But today he was really fighting. I had to walk around the block twice before he finally went to sleep. So he is just a mess, a cute mess. But anyway, other than that, everyone is doing fine. Working on way too many canvases as always, but that's nothing new. But let's get to these questions. Okay. So I think this is the second set of questions. So the first one is, what is your favorite way to challenge yourself and step outside your comfort zone? Oh gosh. Okay. All right. So I am honestly painfully shy. So speaking in front of people is something that I do not like doing. Even doing YouTube, even though you guys can't see me and I can't see you, but it's still, I know that there's someone out there listening to me. So starting my YouTube channel was a huge challenge for me, and I was just like, every time when I would watch the creators, I was like, that seems so much fun. I know I can do it. And I kind of put it off, but I finally decided, okay, I am going to go for it. So just pushing myself, and it's just like, it depends on what it is that I'm wanting to do, but just making myself get out there and do it. So I guess it's not like really any one thing that I do over the other. I just like say, okay, you're gonna do this, get started. So, all right, number 2. What is the most embarrassing thing that has happened to you while on a date? Well, I haven't had a date since, let's see, when was Nixon indicted? 4 years before that. I haven't had a date in a while, so I haven't had I haven't had a date. I didn't date a lot in high school. I mean, not saying, I'm sure there's something, even with when I was dating my ex-husband. I'll have to come back to that because I don't have anything. And like I said, I've been single since 2014. And yeah, since 2014. So probably that is my embarrassing thing, that I haven't had a date since 2014. How sad is that? Okay, number 3. What's your go-to karaoke song? That is very easy. It's Lean on Me by Bill Withers. I always sing that one. I mean, I used to, back probably 10, 15 years ago, probably longer than that, when I was living in Chicago, I was a karaoke junkie. And I would go to this one particular little neighborhood bar, and I made some really good friends, and we became like karaoke junkies that followed the DJs, because there was 2 different DJs that worked on different nights, and so they would get gigs in other bars, and we would go and support them. And so Lean on Me was my all-time go-to. And then I always did like standards like Ella Fitzgerald, Frank Sinatra, Doris Day, if you believe that. Sentimental Journey was another one of my go-to. I love the standards. So those were some of the songs that I did. Okay, if you could have any talent instantly, what would it be? I have heard this question asked many times, and my first thought is always, I would be a computer guru, because it sucks that my limitations with the internet and computers and all of that is very, very limited. I would love to be able to figure out how to edit, how to bring the camera down so that you can see. That is the reason why I stopped doing whip-in chats, because I can't figure out how you maneuver the camera so that you can zoom in on things. I don't know how to do that. So that, if I could and retain that information, that is what I would do. I would be a computer guru. Okay. If you could have any meal prepared for you, what would it be and why? Again, very simple. I am a very simple type of person. I mean, I like home cooking, like fried chicken, chicken and dressing, greens, corn, things like that. Like the food that you get like at Cracker Barrel, that is what I would like. So if someone could do that for me, I would be in hog heaven. I don't like seafood, I don't like fish, none of that. Steak I like, but you have to fix it where there is no pink, nothing. So either they overcook it or they don't cook it well enough. So I rarely ever order steak. So you can't go wrong too much with chicken. So that is what I want. I want Southern home style cooking. Okay. Number 7. What's your favorite song lyric and why? I don't really have a favorite song lyric. I used to listen to the radio in the car, but I listened to my audiobook, so I don't have one. I'm trying to think. I don't know. Hip to Be Square by Huey Lewis. I was a huge Huey Lewis in the News fan back in the 80s and 90s. My go-to music is R&B, anything from the 70s, 80s, 90s, some 2000s. So I guess I really don't. I don't have a favorite lyric. I'm sure after I get off of here, I will think of something, but right now I don't have anything. Okay. What is one thing you've learned about yourself in the past year? Okay, this is a good question. I grew up as an only child, so I always wanted a lot of people around, or, you know, to visit and stuff like that. But in the past year, I have really learned to be with me. When I come home, I am just like, thank you, baby Jesus. I am home. I like my me time. I like my quiet time. I like doing what I want or don't want. So that, and it took me a very, very, very long time to get to that. To get to that time. So that would be what I really have learned in the last year, is how I appreciate my downtime. Okay? All right. Number 8. If you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go? Oh wow, that's really a hard one, because like my friends and I are going on an Alaskan cruise next year. But I guess like Ireland, oh gosh, Australia. I would love to go to Australia, London, any of those places. I mean, I guess if I had to pick one, I think I would probably pick London. Yeah, because I've never been, and I would think that would be so neat. Okay. Number 9, if you could have a dinner party with any 3 deceased famous people, who would you invite? Okay, so I've heard people answer this in very different ways, and I think it was, no, it wasn't Wendy. Maybe it was Wendy. I can't remember. Someone said that they're not famous to anyone, but to her, it is her parents. And I thought that is a really good answer, because I would love to have a conversation with my parents, because both of my parents are gone. And so to have like one more dinner with them, that would be wonderful. And I guess if I had to pick like a famous person, I've been thinking about this too. I was thinking I would like to pick like someone like maybe Prince or Michael Jackson, and not just because that they're enormously talented, but it's just like, what was so unhappy in your life that led to your passing away? You know, because, you know, we all think, oh my God, if I had all the money in the world, I would be so happy. But we see more and more of the people that do have all the money in the world, and they're not happy. So it's like, what is that fine line? What was it that made you choose the path that you chose, you know? So my parents, or any family members that have gone, and I guess Michael Jackson, Prince, Whitney Houston, definitely, just because she was so talented, but they're also led such tragic lives. And it's like, what cost you to do that, or so anyway. And then the last one is, if you could star in a movie, what genre would it be? I think I would pick a rom-com. I like romantic comedies. Horror, black people always die first in horror movies. I don't want to be the sister. So I would pick a rom-com. Just something that would be, I don't know, like a normal rom-com, just to have a date. There you go. I would have a date for the first time. Okay. All right. So that is the questions. Thank you, Ilene. These were very thoughtful questions. Okay. And I will find the other ones and maybe answer them in, I have some unboxings. Oh my God, you guys, I'm so behind. So behind. All right. So I'm going to show you what I am working on for June. So June is True Vampire Crafts, and she is doing animal theme. And also, Mushy from Mushmelon 79 is doing a food event. So these two canvases that I'm working on are for both of those. Okay. So here is my chicken. And I didn't get out I have a partial that I'm working, that I haven't started working on, that I'm going to start tonight. And I didn't take this with me when I went crafting. I took two entirely different canvases. So I haven't gotten a lot done, but I will, because Mushy and Ilene, the speed diamond painters, I thought that Annette was best. And all three of those ladies like diamond paint like they stole something. But it's not bad. It's not bad. And I am blinging it. I'm putting some ABs in it. And I am also putting a few crystals in it. Where's my crystals? So this is from AliExpress. It's 24 colors. And this is a 40 by 50. And I know you guys have seen it because Ilene and Mushy has finished theirs. So that's one thing that I am working on. And then I am doing a pineapple. And I am almost finished. I just have like, what is that? 4. Yeah. 4 more areas to do. But look at the shine on this. This was a Christmas gift. This was that I got last year. And I was so glad when a food event came up, because I've been wanting to work on this forever. So, and this is around, it's 42 colors with 3 ABs. But look at the shine. Wow. Wowzer. So I will have this finished. I'm going to work on the chicken a little bit more and try to get a little better dent in it, and then I will finish this. So by the end of the week, this will be finished. And then you'll see it in my monthly review. Okay. And then I am working on my canvas that's going to go in Amir's room. I didn't show it last month because I hadn't done very much. So I'm gonna move you, sorry. You know, I always do this. I hadn't worked on it, but I worked on it a little bit more. So here, I'm trying to find the thumbnail. Oh. This is from Rhinestone Goddess. This is a custom that I had made. But this is what I've gotten done down here, and then on this side. So I got one whole side done, going down, and then I'm going across. And this is a round, I don't think I said that. And as always, the confetti is unreal. Unreal. And this is, and I think I said round, but it's not, it is a square. And I have to say, I know that some creators have done a square for Rhinestone Goddess and they weren't really happy. There is a lot of gapping. A lot of gapping. But it's really funny because it's gapping in the light colors, but not so bad in the darker area. So, you know, and like I said, this just has to be done before he goes to college. So, but I will not. This will not go into 2025. Famous last words, but that is my plan. Okay. All right. So that is what I am working on. I will do a monthly review on when I get finished with whatever I get finished with. Remember, you guys, for Paint Along with Friends, True Vampire Craft is doing animals. Next month is July, and that will be Crafty Chef Diamond, and she is going to be doing Disney. And then in August you have me, and it's going to be What Was I Thinking? So I want you guys to start going through your stash and picking out one or maybe two. I mean, you know, it doesn't have to be a new start. Doesn't have to be licensed. It can be any size that you want. And maybe you have done 50% of it, and now this gives you an opportunity to finish that if it's a whip, or if it's a brand new canvas that you have, or like I said, thinking, I was really excited about this when I bought it, but now I'm like, I don't know, but I'm not going to get rid of it. The theme doesn't matter. It's just when you look at it, you're thinking, what was I thinking? Okay? All right. I think that I said everything. I hope I have not. I always forget something, so anyway. But also, my little personal challenge to you guys is for next month, if you can find one canvas that covers several events to help, you know, see, that's my challenge to you. Post it on my Facebook page, which is Diamond Painting with Jack, and that's it. I promise. All right. So there's more, I know it, but anyway. All right, you guys. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you would like, give me one of these. If you would like to become a part of my Struggle Bus family, if you'll hit that subscription button and hit the bell to be notified each and every time that I put out a new video, I would appreciate that. Remember to be kind to one another. Keep cool and keep diamond painting, and I will see you in my next video. Oh, I know. I am going to tag Sylvia from Scrapping with Sylvia and Becky from Becky Diamond Bling. I knew it was something. All right, you guys. I'll talk to you and see you in my next video. Bye, guys.